Hi there, and welcome to another episode of Two Halves and Two Innings Cricket Podcast. Today, we are joined by Rohit and Amit, and we're going to be reviewing India and Australia's T20 series, in which India won 2-1. And again, we'd like to thank our sponsors at Synaptech. If you want to look at improving your vision through sports science, then please do give Synaptech a look at, and the description of Synaptech is underneath in the description. So we want to go and review the T20 series, which, to be honest, guys, was a bit of a washout, wasn't it?
India won by
no pun intended.
Yeah.
No pun intended. I mean, I thought it was meant to be summer in the Gabba in Australia down under, but it seemed to be in a bit of a tropical monsoon there. I mean, there was thunder, there was lightning.
Well, you know what's probably happening. They're getting ready for England. They're getting ready for England. Us English, we're known for our poor summers, rainy summers. So that's where we're taking the weather with us.
Yeah, that's it. They took the weather with it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, Abhishek Sharma picked up, I think, the player of the series. So he scored about 160 odd runs, 163 runs. So well done to our Punjabi Sher, Put, leading from the front. But you know what? I think I have to admit, though, some of his batting style, I have to admit, he got a bit lucky in a few innings. You know, dropped on certain chances and low scores. You know, so he got dropped twice in the last game as well. In the last game. So you know, obviously, luck favours the fortunate and the brave. Let's just say in this case. But you know what I love about Abhishek Sharma? He'll never change his style. You know, he's just going to go aggressive. He's going to try and score in the power play and put the attack to the bowlers. But, you know, sometimes it doesn't come off for him, but most of the time it does. So it was a really good achievement. But guys, what do you feel about the opening partnership between Gill and Abhishek? Is it something that you want to see more of, or what do you think?
I'd love to see Jaiswal, man, in the next series. Hopefully they do try out different combinations as well. I would love to see Jaiswal in there. Opening with that would be fireworks, isn't it? Abhishek and Jaiswal both want to hit the ball out of the park, and it would be amazing for them to open the innings for India.
So if that was the case, then Rohit, when what position? Obviously, Gill's going to play. I mean, he had a pretty average series. I think his best game was game 4.
I think the last one,
and I think he did he open in game 5 as well. He played.
Yeah, he did. Game 5 I think he was batting better in the first one and the fifth one. I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So would you put him at number 3 then?
No, I think unfortunately I would probably just for the South African T20 series, I will maybe give him a rest as well. He's been batting, he's been with the team since England tour, and I think he needs a little bit of break. Maybe try different. I would love to see Samson back as well. I think he is a keeper and a batter. If we see, he's been playing well for the last year or so. So I was very surprised that he didn't even play the last 2-3 games.
So Rishabh Pant's back obviously in the T20. So would you put Samson ahead of Rishabh in the T20?
Yes, I do.
Rishabh Pant is back in the Test.
Yes.
Would you, if he's fit, would you put Samson ahead of Rishabh in the T20?
In the T20s, 100%. Because I do believe Rishabh is better suited to Test matches. I do believe that. And he hasn't played any significant innings in T20s anyway, Rishabh, when he played for India. So and Samson's been opening and scoring centuries. So I'll definitely keep Samson ahead of Rishabh at the moment.
I think Rishabh obviously still is one of those players that is so dynamic and explosive. I mean, in the IPL, he started off quite slow. I think obviously the weight of captaincy might have been a bit too heavy on him in his franchise. But then obviously he did perform some good innings towards the back end of the IPL. So I don't think he should be dismissed too soon. But obviously
he can be a backup wicket keeper, right, in the squad. But I will probably put Samson ahead of him in the T20s.
I think somebody who, I mean, obviously the T20 I know is a captain, but I think Surya Kumar Yadav, I think if we go from the captaincy perspective, he's done well. But from the batting scoring side, he's not made a 50 in his last 18 innings in T20. So it's quite worrying for somebody who's coming in at number 3 or 4. I would have expected his averages and figures to be a bit better. So he's not really doing too much with the bat.
No. Yep. Totally agree with you, Ajay, there.
Yeah. And so do you think that, because of the wealth of batting that we have, the depth, would Surya make the team for next year?
I think he will definitely stay till T20 World
Cup.
Cup, isn't it, Amit? I believe, right? So
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think that's why they made Gill captain. Maybe as Gill comes in as a captain, he will play at number 3 or 4, and then Tilak will be there. So
nice transition.
Yeah,
it's good thinking. Whether we agree with it or not, at the end of the day, they are thinking ahead. It's obvious that Gill is going to be the captain across all 3 formats. So.
Yes, yeah.
So the question I've got on my lips is that, obviously there's a lot of experimenting during this Australia tour, and obviously I appreciate that we only ended up playing 3 full games because of the weather. What did we learn as fans about the Indian T20 team, or did we learn anything at all? Or the question to you is, what did you both learn about the Indian T20 team?
I think what we learned is Abhishek is definitely our opener. He's definitely the explosive one that is going to be able to kind of take on any bowling attack. So he's a definite shoo-in. I think the main questions are going to be just where is that number 3 and 4th position? We tried Shivam Dubey. He had a good cameo. He's a good hitter of the ball when it's in the slot, but when it comes to the short ball, India really struggled. To be fair, in the last in the 4th T20, I was at the 3rd one. Really struggled with the short ball. So it's a weird one, and even with the bowling, I think there's more questions than answers. To be fair, like, does Arshdeep finally cement his place in the T20 side? Who's going to be, just be Bumrah? If he continues, is there going to be a third pace option? Who's going to be the main spinners? Is it definitely going to be Varun? Kuldeep, does he get a shout? And then who are the main all-rounders? Is it going to be Washington? Is Jadeja? Oh, sorry, not even Jadeja. Sorry, Akshar Patel. Is Akshar Patel going to still be in this team? There's a lot more questions, to be fair, than answers.
Yeah. But I think because T20 World Cup is in India and Sri Lanka, and I think they will keep the same team as the Asia Cup one, because the pitches will be the similar. We won't have 2 fast footballers, Arshdeep or Bumrah. I think Bumrah, I've seen the last 2-3 innings I've seen of him, he's back to his best. I think he bowled brilliantly in the last one when we won the game, and he bowled brilliantly as well in the previous one. So Bumrah will definitely be there. Hardik will come in as second pacer if he's fit. If he's not fit, then they probably will keep Dubey in there. I think it will be the same similar team if you see that, right? And I know we're talking about Jaiswal, but for continuity, I think team management will keep Shubman and Abhishek at the top. That's my feeling at the moment.
But isn't it a good time to try, while they're still experimenting, to experiment on home against South Africa?
Yeah, that's what I said. I think I'd love to see Jaiswal opening up, give Shubman a rest a little bit before the World Cup. So against South Africa, we play Jaiswal, we play Samson, we played another players as well, so we can get team sorted for T20 World Cup. But my feeling, where my head is going, that we will see the same team as we saw in the Asia Cup. Kuldeep will be back and the spinning pitches. Varun will be back. Varun is our number 1 bowler, I think. He's brilliant. Arshdeep, again, number bowler. But if you only have to play between Bumrah and Arshdeep, we know who's going to play. So it'll be Bumrah. And Dubey and Hardik, that's it. 5-6 bowlers done. And maybe Washi can come in if Hardik is injured. Yeah, if Hardik is injured. But I think this is how I'm seeing.
I was going to say, I know he's not as potent as Ashwin was with the ball, but I really like what I've seen of Washi since the Test series in England. I think he's really proven to be a good all-rounder and handy with both bat and ball. So, again, he had a decent tour, I think. I mean, obviously in game 4, I think he got 3 wickets after 1.2, and so that was brilliant. So,
it's definitely There's, like I said, it's a strong T20 squad, and I think with South Africa coming, it'll be a very interesting series. And obviously with the Test, again, similar kind of questions. Who's going to be in the starting 11? If it's a spin-friendly pitch, Kuldeep is going to be probably main spin bowling attack, isn't it? He's going to be number 1 choice. And Dhruv Jurel in India A, showing with the bat as well, scored a century. Doing really well, and what a performance by South Africa A, chasing down I think 400 and odd plus runs for 5 wickets. So that's going to give them a bit of a boost in their confidence as well.
With the bowling attack we had as well as India A, right?
Yeah,
we had Krishna, we had Kuldeep as well. So My God.
It's
Amazing.
it's set up now for a very juicy test on Friday. So we're going to see. So should we see some predictions then? Are we going to be bold now and say, Rohit, what do you think your predictions are for this
First
upcoming
test
series?
upcoming
What about
series?
the
I
squad?
hope
I mean, what about the squad? What do you think of the squad, boys?
squad. I think squad is okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm disappointed not seeing Shami back in the team. I think he's obviously there was talk from Agakar that there's no issue with him, but he's played very well in the Ranji Trophy. I think he's got in 3 rounds he got 15 wickets, so he was potent. So what else can he do? And he's not even in the A team. The A team either. So he seems to be definitely out. And I know our friend Rohit Vikrant Gupta, who we met in Australia, he put a post on after the announcement of the test squad that he feels sad that if this is the way that Shami's test career is going to end, that it ends like this.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think there should be some more respect put on Shami and on his selection. And even I think I mentioned it to Amit as well before that even Karuner has been performing quite well with the bat domestically as well. So there's another can of worms to open up. And I know that we were talking about him during the England and India series. But yeah, I definitely think with Shami, it's a weird one. There must be something else behind the scenes that's happening. Maybe there's something that might have been said, something that might have been misunderstood or misconstrued. Because for somebody like him who's still got the wind under his sails, he should be in the squad. I mean, maybe ahead of somebody like Akashdeep. We would say Shami has a bit more test experience.
He plays with all heart. That's one of the things we love about DSP Siraj. He puts his heart, body, on the line when he's got the jersey of India on. And Mohammed Shami's been exactly the same, I would say, throughout whatever format he's been playing. He plays with full heart.
Yeah.
A few years ago, he was going through personal turmoil, and he still kind of performed exceptionally well for India.
And he was brilliant in World Cup
with the white ball. In the white ball format. So it's But I mean, the other thing I was surprised about is that no Arshdeep, and I know we keep banging that drum on him regardless of the format, but I think do we think that Akashdeep is better than Arshdeep? And especially when you assume that is Jassi going to play both tests, because they've already commented that the workload is a big thing for him. So again, having that, and Rohit, you mentioned it a lot of times, just like with batting, right hand, left hand combination, having that right hand, left hand combination, and your fast bowling attack, they need to try him at least, don't they? I mean, they're not trying him in any situation.
Yeah, Arshdeep hasn't really got much of a test record.
Because we never had like a 3-match series. We won 2-0, and then the last game we go in where we can, try out. But we have to see that it's a World Test Championship games. So every game matters now as well. Maybe because we are outside, we don't see the net practice. We don't see how the boys are playing and how they are feeling. Maybe the feeling is he's not ready yet for Test cricket. Maybe I'm not sure. But for Shami, I want to come back. I think Shami is a difficult scenario at the moment for him. The only thing he can do is to bowl well in domestic cricket, take wickets, and I'm sure selectors will look at that and say, yeah, he's bowling well. But maybe they are looking beyond Shami now. Maybe they're thinking, okay, we need to now try young bowlers, try different combinations, try different bowlers for the future. They may be thinking for the future. We don't know.
But what do they say then, if that's the case?
My kind of complaint would be then if you're trying for the future, then there's no Prashant Krishna or no Harshad Rana in this test squad either. So you're still going for a 31-year-old Jasprit Bumrah. You're still going for a 31-year-old Mohammed Siraj. You haven't got any youth in this bowling attack at all. So why not play Shami? It's either now or never for Shami, to be honest. He's not.
Yeah, but then guys, we're playing in India. We're not playing outside at the moment.
That's true.
So we have to see as well. We don't want to have 5 fast bowlers when pitch is going to be
bowlers, that's true.
Pitch is going to be assisting spin. So if we see the spin, we have Sundar, we have Akshar, we have Kuldeep, so we have Jadeja as well. So we have enough, I think. But obviously, if we're playing outside India, outside subcontinent, I will definitely love to see Shami back, But that's it. Like I said, only thing he can do, only thing he can concentrate on is playing well in domestic cricket, take wickets. Rest, let it happen automatically. That's the only thing a sports person can do. To bowl well as a fast bowler, bowl well, or anyone, bat well, bowl well, then
my only criticism would be, what did New Zealand do to India when they came to India? And what was their bowling attack like?
No, the spinners took a lot of wickets.
They spin, but they also had pace bowlers as well.
Yeah,
so
but
it was
then
a case
spinners
of that,
took the wickets.
You know,
Spinners,
I would say that there should be a case as well for maybe a pace attack as well. But somebody like Shami who bowls flawless line and length. I mean, if he's doing it domestic in Ranji Trophy, those pitches, I mean, they're not going to be as good as Eden Gardens, or they're not going to be your kind of Mumbai stadiums. But it's a similar type of surfaces and climate and weather. So that would be my 2 cents on it. That you should get But let's see.
It's good to see Rishabh Pant back anyway. I know I've touched on it previously, but I'm looking forward to seeing him back in the whites of India. But again, disappointingly as a fan, it's another short series again. It's 2 games. So it's two.
I wish there were at least 3, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, as you said, Rohit, you made a very good point. Actually, if it were 3 games and obviously we were 2-0 up, then it allows for a little bit more experimentation, and so that negates that. So obviously, this is a Test Championship; it's not a friendly, so there is pressure on. And at the moment we're 3rd in the table, so every win matters. And again, we are playing the current World Test champions, so that's that's a feather in the cap, regardless of whether we're home or away. You still got to beat the opposition.
Yeah, and I think they played well in Pakistan as well. They, I think, drew the series or won the series.
Yeah, they drew.
So they drew the series, right? So they are in form. So we have to be on our top, playing, and then we have to work hard to win the series.
Yeah.
Well, there's not a big break from they've just finished the Australia tour. Obviously, a lot of them players will be in the Test squad, so they start on Friday, as you kind of alluded to, AJ. So, 5-6 days?
A quick turnaround.
Quick turnaround. It's a long flight as well, so it's not the 2 hours that AJ keeps thinking it is.
I thought they were quite close, to be fair. It's on that side. It's on that side of the world. They're probably all grouped together. But that's it. But the thing is, obviously, they'll get back. I think they must have obviously flown already because the last T20 got washed out. So they probably got an early flight. Thought, screw this. Let's get back to some sunny weather from Australia. But overall, I think it was an interesting series for India in Australia. The ODIs. Similar kind of story again, where one of them was washed out, and then obviously in the T22 were washed out. But luckily, Rohit, our prediction did come true that we did win the T20. So I said we did 2-1. So you know what? Well done to India. And there were some performances which showcase either great batting and great bowling. When we scored low, only 160 odd, we still bowled them out for 120, 119. So that just shows with T20, it's not just all about the batting; it's about the bowling as well. So credit to the India team and also to the Australia team as well. They performed really well. But some drop catches helped us though. let's just say that.
Exactly.
So more importantly, what's your prediction for the first test, boys?
Yeah, I think I hope India win. My prediction.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll go. Again, they're going to start strong. They're going to pick a strong squad. We've got a great batting depth, and again, if the pitch is very spin friendly, there's no one better than in the subcontinent than India with the spin. So let's take it and we'll win it.
That's a full house then. India win. Come on, boys. Jai Hind.
Come on, boys.
That's it, definitely. And we would love to know your predictions as well. So please do get involved and like and comment on the video. Any interesting makeup of the starting squad announcements and anybody that you would love to see in the India squad for future games. So please do like and comment, but more importantly, please do subscribe. And we would love to hear from your views as well. And if you want to get involved also in the podcast and give your 2 cents on the India team and how Gautam Gambhir and Ajit Agarkar are selecting the squad, then we would love to hear from you too. But until then, take care, guys, and thank you. And we'll be back reviewing the first test of India and South Africa. Take care.